Hello, hello, hello. You thought I wasn't gonna stream today. April Fools. I'm actually just a sleepy bitch. Also, I got stuff in my mouth because my throat is acting up. Got these lovely lemon ginger pastilles. They're very nice, but it's also kind of hard to talk over them. This is going back to the moon. Yeah, I heard Artemis too. I hope that launch went successfully. They're taking what? 4 astronauts up? I know space is a big thing for you, so I'm sure you were all over it. I honestly don't know much about it. I've been sticking away from the news for a hot minute, but I did know about that. I was also busy yesterday. I went hunting. I went hunting for a while. I got a bunch of I got a bunch of goats and bighorn sheep while I was out hunting, and a few wolves. And I found out that if you carry 11 animal carcasses while you're wearing a full set of iron armor, iron plate armor, your movement speed, your walk speed goes down to 7%. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good, Vector. Don't let me don't let me get you down by any chance. Also, it has now cooled down enough that I can plant cabbages. Sadly, I only have 13 cabbage seeds, but I've given them a healthy dose of fertilizer. I think this is, yeah, this is just bone meal. But that should get them nice and grown. I'm wondering if, because it's so warm where I'm at right now, if we'll actually get to have our growing season well through October. The farthest away we've ever been from Earth. Well, yeah. I mean, we've been to the moon before, but it's also been what, 30, 40 years? A bigger orbit. Ah, that is an important distinction. Well, it'll be good to have. For all the nonsense that goes on these days, it'll be nice to have, I don't know if you'd call it innovation, but some change, some nice change. Though, I'm not exactly sure what the motivation is at the moment, other than the fact that we just literally haven't been out there for decades. More science. Yeah, exactly. Also, I figured out you can use the water glass chicken eggs. You can boil them for salads. Unfortunately, it doesn't really give you that. It gives you like an extra week of time to store them on top of the month that it takes for them to actually process. Um, but I'm getting closer to getting more food processed. I have a bunch of where did I put it? I've got some fat and some beeswax on hand for sealing more crocs. It's what, 12 crocs to a layer? So we almost have enough beeswax to actually fill the entire other cabinet here in a bit. But also got to be worried about making lanterns and stuff. Yeah, sure. Thank you for coming by, Vector. It's always good to see you. Be worried. Anyway, I am going to grab our mortar. So we're going to work on a cementation furnace today. I don't have nearly as much mortar as I thought I did. I'm going to need more. Mortar. Okay, so it's sand and slaked lime. Okay. That I can do, I think. I have to make more barrels, funny enough, because all the barrels I had are full of rot. Happy birthday. Yes, yes, it is definitely my birthday, and that is the only holiday that's being celebrated on the current date. Thank you. No, forever. I appreciate that. I'm so glad you remembered. I was gonna be really disappointed if you didn't, actually. Like, I was genuinely plotting just to like come find you in case you didn't remember, and I'm so glad that I don't have to do that now. Like, man, I was real worried. I was like making travel plans, and I was like sharpening up some hatchets that I have. Got some throwing knives. It was like, oh, I really hope it doesn't come down to this, but you remembered, and I'm really glad you did. So, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Now, how old am I? I'm sure you'll remember. It'll be easy. Because we're best friends. You remember. I don't know where that came from. It just kind of like fell out of my brain. I'm tired as hell. Like, I haven't been this tired in like fucking forever. Okay, so we need 56 quicklime. Do I even have 56 quicklime? I probably don't. Man, I didn't check. Oh, I didn't check. I'm such a fool. Oh, I didn't check. Okay, fine, fine. You know what? We don't need all that. We don't need all of that. No, not that. So I should be able to just do 16. Yeah, there we go. And then 16 sand. Yeah, a stack of mortar is fine. We can toss the rest. $88. What? Oh, that doesn't seem right. But yeah, anyway, I would like to work on a furnace for steel making. Now, the problem is, it takes an in-game week to process steel, and that works out to about 6 real-life hours. Oh, you know what? I can make the bricks, but I also need to make, um, I need to make the door. The door's the important part. Tim Curry will not be amused. uh, okay, so I can use an iron door or a windowed iron door. Do I even have no iron for this? No. Where'd all my iron go? Oh, I was gonna work it down into plates. That's right. Ah, I did work it down. I did heat it up, and then I walked away from it and forgot about it. I was gonna do this last night, and then I forgot. Ugh. God, for all the advancements I'm making in my self-growth journey, you'd think after doing this for years, I would learn to trust my memory a little less. Oh my god. Okay, anyway. We're working on steel. I'm thinking I might make the beehive kiln out of the regular bricks. Maybe? Because I think I've only got enough refractory bricks for the main one. Let's see. Oh, and I need iron for that too. Damn it. And I need hatch doors as well. Refractory brick gratings. There are no kiln gratings, so I have to do this one myself. I think we need 12 in total. And you get 3 out of it, so it's pretty cheap. Because we need 3 for the cementation furnace and then 9 for the beehive. Yeah, that should do. Because we have the grating and then you have the solid block underneath. And then we'll have the fire clay bricks along the side. You know, I didn't consider making something like this for the cementation furnace. I probably should. Oh, wait, I also don't need a ton of coal for this. Because we're not melting it, I just need to get it up to heat. Not the most interesting part of the process, but it's a necessary part. I will do this until my attention span does not let me continue. Alright, so we need 3 hatch doors, and I can't work the hatch doors with the helve yet, because I don't have level 10. Also, I had to uninstall the X Skills Gilded mod because it was giving me constant crashes all of a sudden. I'm probably better off working these into plates and then putting the plates on the workpiece. Oh, I feel it's driving me nuts. It's in my head. I don't like it. Too much thinking. But I gotta do it. I gotta get the plates. Come on. Moment of relief. Okay, so now I can just take voxels away. Also, I think with the combination of mods I've got, I think I'm technically... Oh, that was nice. I think I'm technically cheating some of my material. I made a wrench last time. It's up on the shelf over here. And I put 1 ingot in, and then when I had to take pieces off, I got an ingot's worth of material back. So, maybe I need to revisit my mod list and figure out why I'm getting more metal back than I'm putting into some of my crafts. I mean, granted, I do have metal recovery too, but not by much. Yeah, I think it's Toolsmith, Metal Recovery, and Smithing Plus that are the culprits. Yeah, it's a little silly. Okay. Should just be able to stack the 2 plates. Yeah. And then we just break the pieces up along the sides. I really like how pretty iron gets when it's white hot like this. Absolutely gorgeous. Like the texture work in this game is really cool. Also, an iron hatch door that's just emitting light. I love it. Scary as hell, but I like it. Hmm? And then from here we need like 5 plates for the cementation furnace door. And then we need nails and strips and more rods for the kiln door. I may have to fire some more iron bloom, come to think of it. Of course, I've got a full crate of magnetite nuggets, quarter crate of magnetite nuggets, and then an almost full crate of the magnetite chunks. So there's no shortage of material here. And while it cooks, I can work on the actual housing for it. And work on the beehive kiln. Though I think you need the door to work on the beehive kiln, so that will complicate things a little bit. Alright. One more hatch door. Okay, so then 2 rods, 4 nails and 4 rods, 4 nails and strips. These 2 go to the door. I've got nails and strips already, so I just need 2 more rods. 4 more rods, excuse me. I really don't want to forge this, but it won't be. It's not a big deal. Heavy hit makes this a lot easier. Nope, I want to do this less now. I need more metalworking experience so I can get automated smithing, because I think you can work bits back into ingots. You know what? No, you know what? I will just go ahead and get the bloomeries up. Let's go ahead and quench these gratings so I don't burn myself on them. Okay. Yeah. I'll get bloomeries up and running. Cooking up more iron. We can get those worked into ingots, and then I'll make the rods out of the ingots, because it's way faster. Actually, is this going to be enough? I need 6 plates for the door. It's 24? No, I'll do 2 more kilns. Oh, and the coal. Don't forget. Also, where did my personal lantern go? I need to go find that. Alright, so we'll get the iron going. We'll build some housing for the cementation furnace, which will go behind the beehive kiln. We can actually start working on the beehive kiln with the rest of the fire clay bricks I've got. I may need to make more fire clay. Gosh, I hope not. I have to check and see how much calcined flint I've got on hand. Because now, with the finished processing room that I worked on last time, I got a lot of pulverizing and grinding that I needed done. I even started working on some terra preta. Okay, yeah, I've got 3 stacks of calcined flint, so that's 24 stacks of fire clay I could make. That's actually more clay than I would have in an entire crate, and I don't have a full crate anyway. But I will almost certainly need to make more bricks. Okay, so there's that. I got all the mortar out of there? I did, okay. Let's go ahead and make... No, because I don't have enough rods, that's right. And I need the door. I need the iron door, I think. No, I need the kiln door to put up the overlay for the actual beehive kiln, that's right. Because I don't remember the exact shape. Tell you what, I'm gonna get another set of fire clay bricks cooking. As many as I can make. And with that in hand, I remember vaguely the size of steel making furnace, the cementation furnace. Yeah, I think so. Because it's like 3... Is it 2? No, it's a 2x3. It's 2 grates in there. Why are you... Why are you staring at the wall? I look over and I just see her and she's like face first in the wall. Hey, what are you doing? Hey. Look at all edgy teenager. Just glancing over your shoulder after Blair witching into the wall. You little weirdo. I love Jelly. She confuses the hell out of me most days, but I think it's mutual, so. Okay. Let's go and get these fired before I forget. Whoop, that's not what I wanted. Pressing like 5 buttons here. Oh. I do not have enough grass for this. I need about a stack and a half. I also don't have enough sticks for this. Goodness. I might as well just sleep and go logging for a little bit. Go logging, get some grass. I know there's a temporal storm coming in a few days. I'm not excited about it. So yeah, I'm not super keen. Right, I put the scythe by the the future greenhouse area. I don't want to be sleeping too much because I would really rather not deal with a storm on stream today. I am not in a particularly combat-focused mood. Not like last time. Alright, I'm gonna trim the grass. Oh, I already started cutting this section. Damn it. But yeah, I'm thinking here, once these furnaces finish and we process the blooms, which will take longer than I'd like, we should be able to get ready for steel. I've got borax on hand. God, you need so little borax for the smithing process. And yet it spawns in such large groupings when it actually does generate. It's ridiculous. I need a little bit of borax for the coffin lids. I've got what I believe is the full set of refractory bricks needed. They're only tier 1, but that's because I haven't found a peridotite biome. Biome? I haven't found the rock strata? I don't know what the term for that is. But I haven't found it. It's the green rock. And not the one that makes your skin itchy. It's the boring one. That has olivine generate in it. Oh, logging. Gotta go get some firewood. But really, with how easy it is to replenish fire clay when you don't live in a region with bauxite, I'm not super worried about using only tier 1 bricks. Gosh, I want to do multiplayer vintage stories so bad, because I have like this like fantasy of being in like a larger civilization and being a blacksmith and having like multiple steel making furnaces running at a time. Like, can you imagine supplying steel tools for like an entire city? You would never have a shortage of work, ever. Even with steel, that the durability tends to run low. There's still a lot of stuff to do. You have to go get more supplies, um, and beyond just tools and armor, there's decor and special orders and things like that you can pick up. Maybe I really should give that other server I looked at before a second go. It just seemed like there was so much going. Where's my hammer? Oh, it's on me. There was so much going on that my typical instinct of, oh, I don't want to disturb anything. I don't want to get in between anything. It's like, no, it's probably fine. That's just my self-consciousness at work. How do I make sticks out of this again? Is it another saw? Ah, damn it. Did I do it wrong again? It's not support beams, it's firewood. Well, I have the support beams, I'll put them away. I have use for that. Actually, I'm using some of that already. I got this lumber right blueprint, and it lets you make these lattice blocks. And you can make like a stack of them really cheaply. And I'm actually using them as a catch for my pulverizer, because without this, it spits the material across the room. It's ridiculous. Anyway, firewood, and then knife. Yeah, there we go. It's busted as hell, but I don't like hunting for sticks with shears. It's boring. It's one of my least favorite chores to do in this damn game. Okay, so grass, sticks, peat. And hopefully, with this firing, it'll actually be the last time we need to use this for large batch work. Because the beehive kiln has a 3x3x3 space inside that you can just stack bricks up into. Or shingles, or any other sort of stacking clay product. You can also put shelves in it using grating. And you get to make use of 2/3 of that space. And it's really nice. I've only gotten to do it a couple of times before. But working with beehive kilns, now that I know how they work, is fantastic. It's not really cheap, especially if you're going to be working with plain fire clay ones like I am. But even then, it's still better than having to constantly go for sticks and grass and whatever else. Even if that stuff is renewable, it is more labor intensive, I think, than going for the bulk fire clay route. Okay, so we're gonna wait on the pit kilns. I said earlier, where's my lantern? I still don't know where it is. Where would I have put it? It's not in the... Ah, it's at the greenhouse. That's where it's at. It's on above the door. Not that I need it, it's just, it bugs me. When there's something that's in my inventory all the time and then suddenly it's gone, it makes my brain itch. You know what we could work on in the meantime? Because much as I'd love to do the framing for the cementation furnace, without the actual... Well, I can do the blocks for it. I also want to get into making aqua vitae so I can get into potion making. Because going into the different regions to explore that I've got maps for, it's not enough. I want potions. I'm going to be overpowered and I'm going to trivialize it. And then probably I'm going to come out and be like, man, that was fun, but I think I ruined the experience for myself. But I like having overpowered stuff, so that's what we're doing. I gotta decide. Very distractible today. Alright. Hammer, saw, scythe back. You know what? Yeah, we'll wait on the... We'll wait on the bricks and stuff to finish so we can work on the kiln. We can wait for the iron blooms. It shouldn't be... I don't remember those finishing that fast normally. What the hell? Also, do I have unlearn points available? I do. I was taking metal recovery for the sake of bloomery expert. Oh no, it's smelter you have to take for bloomery expert. You know what? I'm going to unlearn metal recovery, and we're going to go for another point in blacksmith. So I can get up to legendary quality stuff. I think that would be nice. Also, we got honey to pick up. Again, another reason why I want to do multiplayer Vintage Story again. There's just so many chores to handle at once. Alright, I think it's 4 stacks. You need to make 8 stacks for a full fruit press, I think. So we're going to head back into the smithy, and I need to make some solder. So we have galena and cassiterite. Where's my cassiterite? We'll do a tin solder. Or sorry, lead solder, excuse me. So it's 45 to 55. I think we'll just do an even amount. We'll do what? 2 ingots? Yeah, we'll do 4. Why not? Unfortunately, these things melt at a very low temperature, so we won't need to put a lot of fuel into it. We'll get that poured out. And funny enough, the only reason we actually have all this lead, I went on a trip to quarry some chalk. I made a big-ass hole, and I found this huge vein of galena under it. And I used some of it for windows across the base, but the rest of it I wanted to use for solder. So we're going to work on a boiler and a condenser. And that's 7 copper plates. I don't think I have that much copper. No, I do. It's 6 plates. But you can't free work copper bits, sadly. So you know what this is? I need another spot to smelt, or I need to be patient. One of the two. So many things to do, and I'm waiting on all of them. Ah! It's the very thing I was trying to avoid, damn it. Oh my gosh, I'm just trying to get to the bucket. Stop picking it up and then screaming. Stop it. Oh, right. I've got the skill that lets me know when my smelting is done. No, baby, you're not getting in my lap right now. Not right now. Okay. So that's 1 ingot. That's 7 ingots. Let's just do the 6th then. Because I could put the native copper bits into it, but I only need... No, I need 6 plates. I'm going to have to do 2 sets of melting for this, which is fine because I have blooms to work anyway. Still catches me off guard every time. I may need to make more forges if finishing touch is going to proc as often as it does now. You know, I was just thinking, I took off the metal recovery because it's a little broken, a little overpowered, right? It would be even worse if I added duplicator to the list, where it's that like super small chance for you to get 2 copies of a work, one of them for free. That would you would definitely be getting way more metal back, because then you could just chisel your duplicated works to get the bits back and then spend it on something else. You could probably do that for steel, because you have to work blister steel ingots, and that would be kinda dumb. As if it wasn't already easy enough to acquire steel once you have the right tech for it. Alright. You know, I kind of meant to leave... I meant to pick up the copper before it was finished cooking, so that it could just be worked directly into plates. But you can cold forge the ingots with Smithing Plus, so I guess it's not that big a deal. Oh, we have experience. Oh, we're almost there. Oh, slow. Okay, so that's... We're almost to what I need for the steel-making door. And then we just need a few more ingots for the kiln door. How much longer do we have on these? 9 hours. Okay, now a moment to think. Let's grab the rods, the plates. Bam! Windowed iron door. And if all of a sudden it turns out, oh, the handbook's lying to you, and you can't actually make that into, you can't use that for steel making, I'm gonna be pissed. But I'm sure it's fine. Alright, lead solder is cooled. I think we need a saw on this? Yeah, to make the solder bars, and that's what we'll end up using for the boiler and condenser. Okay, no, we're not working the ingots on the anvil, because we don't have level 10 just yet. I do think I'm going to end up putting the rest of these blooms away, though. We'll get these last two made, and move on with it. Oh, wait, do I need to repair this chisel so I can make the soldering iron? Can I use a partially used chisel for a soldering iron, and then I just make a new chisel later? I guess I can. Okay. That works. Okay, we've got the iron door. What else do we need for this? It's the 6... Oh, it's 6 gratings. No, yeah, 2 in the center. 3 by 2. So 6 gratings, window, door, the coffin sections, coffin lids. Yeah, should be fine. Sweet silence. Okay, so now we'll work these ingots into bars. I think I did one too many, but that's fine. Oh, well, I need a new chisel, so we'll do that. Iron chisel. And then rod. Much faster. Yeah, no, that's right. Counting in my head. It's a little slow, I know. Okay. So with all of these rods, we should be able to make the kiln door. Need the nails and strips too. So nails and strips, rods, bricks. Perfect. That is very good. Oh, I have to quench my chisel so I can get a better quality one. It is an epic quality chisel. What's the durability? Oh my gosh. 13,000. That's a hell of a chisel, gosh. At some point, I'm going to have to remake my tools, but I think I'll probably just wait to remake my tools with steel. And I'm thinking I may end up just passing time by while I'm busy at work, just idle through temporal storms and just days, just eat every, 20, 30 minutes. So that I can get steel and then I can make very nice quality tools. Okay. Thinking I have to make the boiler and condenser. A lot of projects today. need more ingots. That's right. This infernal tanking. The bane of my existence. This is why I play muted in my own time. I don't know what it is. Just something about this sound drives me nuts. This is 1200. What am I doing? What am I doing? This is why. Whatever. Look. 20 bars. Because I'll need more ingots later anyway. Peace at last. Okay, we're just gonna set these aside because I don't think. Well, I can make the condenser, right? It's only 2. Solder bar. So, soldering iron bar in 2 plates. There's my condenser. I gotta find a spot to put it. I'll probably set it over by the wine area. Like over here. Maybe put the boiler behind that, and then we can store stuff. I gotta test something. I gotta make a ton rack and a ton. I'm wondering, can I put tons in the walls, or am I gonna have to... I'm probably gonna need to put a door in for that, actually. You know what, actually... but just put a door here, and then put an extra cellar behind for the wine tons. Not even worry about testing it. Okay, yeah, my skill will tell me when that's done. So then... let's make... Oh, but it's not going to match because I'm making it out of andesite. So that'll be the back wall. This will be where the fuel goes. But we only need the fuel to sit in the center. I actually do need these. Okay, and then we'll just break this lip down. And this should be the same for all of it. No, actually, I don't even need to do the sides. I just need the front. handled. So this is where the fuel needs to go. It's only in the center, right? 3x2 flooring of grading. In the middle of it, both stone coffin sections. 2 blocks below each stone coffin section with 2 piles of coal or charcoal. Yeah, and then you use the chisel to make the retaining wall. So then let's grab the grating. Let's see. There we go. And that'll go... Oh, I might need to move this up. Oh, wait, no. I'm just putting this in the wrong space. I was like, oh, I'll need to move this back so we have space. No. It goes here. And the refractory bricks go on the side here. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and... Where did I put the blocks I made? There they are. Blocks and the door. So I think it should be a block here and then a door not there. Door on this block. Well, I thought... No, the structure's not built off of that. It's built off of the coffin sections. That's right. We'll probably do andesite or granite. We need the whole rock. Do I even have? I can do a rough cut chisel. Where's that? I've got granite right here. Do I need this for the coffin lid too? I do. I need 2 more. So chisel, hammer, 3, and then I need the 2 borax. So 2 sections, 2 lids, and that will be what defines the structure here. So we put the lids on. Perfect. Alright, that's our guidance right there. We've got the gratings in place. It says 54 blocks are missing or wrong. Should say 51, and then... Yeah, 49. Do I need this back wall broken? I do need this back wall broken. Why? That doesn't make any sense. I may have to move this after all. Let's go ahead and put the kiln door in. 'Cause I gotta worry about that too. Let's grab that. Okay, there we go. Let me make sure these don't intersect. Okay, so their back walls touch, but they don't intersect, which is good. Oh, right. Okay. So yeah, we'll have the hatches there. Do I have to worry about the hatches being obscured at all? Maybe? Maybe I should bring this back just a tile. Actually, multiple, because I want the back wall to be granite again. So we can grab these blocks and just scoot them all back. Storm on the horizon. Okay, so grab the retaining block. One, two. And then lock this up. And give these a little breathing room. The last thing I want is to make the beehive kiln and then find that if you don't have the hatch spaces freed up, it gets mad and doesn't work. That would be really unfortunate. Okay. So there's that preview. Oh, all of these have to be. Okay, that's weird. Yep, that looks right. Should probably grab a ladder. Either do a ladder or stairs for these. Damn, it is really smoking. That's probably to do with the weather, though, and the real smoke mod kind of freaking the hell out. That's what it looks like. Anyway, I need to take a quick break. Anyway. Did my smelting not finish? It did not. That's why I didn't get the ping. I'm going to finish that and let those cool, and then I'll take a break. How close are these? Oh, those are done in a day. Once we get the furnaces up, maybe I'll show off some of my brilliant salad making skills. Do I even have enough onions to do that now? Because we're basically out of vegetables at this point. We have enough to do like 1 crock, or 2 crocks worth of salad. Because it'll be onion, soybeans, the spelt balls with aged red meat. I'm gonna need more flour for that, I think. So I'll grab a stack of grain. We'll do rye, because I'm just about out of spelt. We'll toss that in the quern to run. There we go. While I'm away. I love having a little bit of automation to help me do my tasks in parallel. Very handy. Ten metalworking. It's time. It's time for the automated smithing. Finally. I forgot that casting molds gives you metalworking skill. Automated smithing. Your held hammers can work items with up to 1 layer. Very nice. So now when it comes to making tools and such, I don't even have to work them by hand. If it's a flat thing, my health can work it for me. That'll be great. But I'm going to let those cool while we hang out for a little bit. I will be right back. Feel free to mute your tab, change your tab, whatever you got to do. I will not be gone long and you won't miss a thing. See you in a little bit. Thank you for sticking around, as always. All right. We are back. Now, the fire clay bricks are done. I'm going to put my flour away before I forget. My rye flour. Which does make me think I'd like to check on the crops. I think our onions are still about a week or so away from being done. But let's see. So we got a patch of spelt that's 5 out of 9. Flax, that's 5 out of 9. This is like 7? 6 to 7 out of 9. Oh god, I said it. We got onions, stage 5. There's a stage 6 in here. That's great. Cabbages should be like stage 1 or 2. Yeah, it's still stage 1, about to hit 2 out of 12. We're leaving this field fallow for right now. Soybeans are 6 out of 11. I'll be particularly excited for that. It's very high protein. Another patch of spelt is 3 out of 9. How's the rice? The fertilizer is almost out. But the rice is almost halfway done. Some of these are actually, I think some of those are 5 out of 10. No? All 4, just different heights. So that should finish up. It's what, 8 Celsius? Yeah. It gets a little cooler overnight now, but the rice should be finished by then. And one of the reasons I want that rice, we can use it in the deluxe balls. We can use it for pilaf. We do rice and soybeans, or rice and something else. Some protein. And it's just a pretty good staple. I mean, all the grains are. At some point, I'd like to start working on ale and whiskey, just to have it for unlearned points, but for right now, I think I'm good. Let's go ahead and get to work on the cementation furnace, and then I'll figure out how the hell we're actually going to get up into the damn thing. Fortunately, it's not that hard. We're going to wait on the lids for that because I actually have to fill it. Is this right? 25 blocks, okay. Something about it just seems a little off, and I don't know why. This is the part where it gets a little funky, because you don't actually have complete solid walls. Make sure... Just 9 blocks now. Wonder if I actually have enough refractory bricks. I should. I'd be really mad if I didn't. I have 63. Imagine if I was just 1 short. No, that should be good. Okay, let's have a look. We good? It's not popping up the message anymore. I think we're good. Go ahead and frame this up a little nicer. Give it some support. Okay, 1, 2, there's the back. Okay, now there's the question of actually getting in the damn thing. That'll work. So you know what? I think we'll get some more iron cooking. Because I think it's 24 ingots of iron. And I should be able to heat up these bits to make more ingots. That'll be 7 ingots, and then we've got another 22 blooms. Excuse me, gosh. Let's put the charcoal away. We'll use our black coal. I really don't want to do more tinking today, but now that I've got automated smithing, I've kind of got a reason to. Getting all of this iron bloom cooked up, and then we put it away in the cementation furnace. Ugh. I have to check, can you use black coal for steel making, or is it coke that you're supposed to use? Because I think you're supposed to use coke, and I haven't made that. Yeah, coke or charcoal. Okay. Which also means I have to cook up some more charcoal, and I really don't want to fill up that entire pit. Fuck it. We're making a hole in the ground. Doing it the old way, because I really do not want to fill that entire pit right now. I'm gonna need more, but right now, it's not in the cards. Not my plan. And I need to get this iron bloom work first, so it can wait. Okay, I'm hoping that I can get these forged into ingots on the anvil now that we have the automated smith. Yep, there we go. Oh, don't slow down now. Come on. Damn wind. And I really should get one of those barrels of wine and just sit here and get sloshed so I can get more unlearned points. But smithing while dizzy as hell is not fun. But mark my words, by the end of the stream, we will be working steel. And then maybe making salad. Or, no, not making salad. I want to make, bows. Because if we get that Aqua Vitae going, I can work on really strong potions. Unfortunately, one of the potions I want, Miner's Flask, the strong Miner's Flask that gives you almost 50% more ore, takes a plant that does not grow here. Wild daisies grow around here, but the golden poppies that this takes grow in like Saharan, or not Saharan, but like savanna tropical regions. I also want the Vitality Flask, and Lupine Purple literally grows outside my house. There's heather over there, and then there's, actually I think I cut it all down, but there's lupine that grows all over the place. Some of these purple patches have lupine. I think it's these patches, because these are not all catmint. But I will have to go on a very long foraging trip just to get some flowers. Fortunately, because I've got Wild Farming Revival, I can actually make seeds for those flowers and propagate them. Normally, with just the alchemy mod in the base game, you can't propagate your flowers. There's a limited amount of them, which I think is a little silly. But I think you're also not meant to be mass-producing potions. Or at least it's supposed to better reward foraging for them. I don't know. Okay. And put some of this away. I want to work on more of this, but also I'm going insane with the tinking. I will get the rest of this done. Man, I want to get the steel processing, but it's going to take a week anyway. I got to get the charcoal going. Get some logs, fire some charcoal. I'll make my decision when I come back. Maybe just spacing it out. It's something about the repetition. Like, I like the sound, but the longer it goes, the more annoyed I get. I don't know if it's like misophonia or what. It bugs the hell out of me. I think also it's probably something to do with, it's probably the fault of Millwright and the gear setup I've got. Held hammers in the base game are a lot slower. So the tinking is less frequent. So maybe that's why it wasn't as much of a problem for me. Oh, you know what? Actually, I would like to go... I'm letting myself get distracted. I want to go visit our traders out here. I don't usually get anything useful from furniture trader here. But it's worth checking. What do you have for me? 198 forestry experience. 100 digging. 177 mining. It's not a big deal. I could sell you cattails. A stack of cattails for 1 gear. That you're... I'll give you some pine logs, but you're ridiculous. Don't care, didn't ask. One of the commodities traders, I think it's the one I'm going to now, yesterday, he was buying peat, whole stacks of peat for 1 gear apiece. And he was also selling half stacks of peat for 2 gears apiece. And I'm just like, buddy, I don't know where you went to school for economics or marketing or whatever, but you gotta get your money back. Also, I don't like that fall is approaching. I mean, it's good. It's the time of the harvest. But, okay, these are cow parsley, not wild daisies. Maybe I am gonna have to go on a longer journey for those potion ingredients. I'll have to ask Moberry. He was the one that got into potion brewing in our last group session, and he would probably know. Even though that was like 2 years ago. Let's see. Oh, hey, speaking of. I don't know if you've just been lurking or not. Yeah, I'll buy some more potash, sure. Oh, yeah, no, this guy, yeah, selling peat, buying peat. Funny enough, though, I could... Let's see, 3 gears, and you have 1 more supply. I take some time to dig peat that's sitting out here. I could get some more potash. Now that I'm working on Terra Preta, I want to throw potash on that and then grow all of my flax on it. Oh, you're doing well, Moberry. At some point, I'm going to have to stop playing this save so I don't burn myself out on Vintage after the major update comes out. Like I was saying earlier, I really want to do multiplayer Vintage. I don't know if it's going to be like on my own server again, or if I'm just going to find some server online. I don't know. But I got a hankering, man. I really do. But yeah, I don't know where to find wild daisies. I'm assuming they're probably in the same area as the poppies out south where it's hot as hell, but I got a damn clue. Oh, my inventory's full. Let me tell you, I have only ever found Sylvite once in my life playing this game, which is what you need to make potash. It's just so much easier to buy it. So much easier. Oh, speaking of rare stuff, Mo, you might find this interesting. I have never found this before until now. I marked it on the beach somewhere. Where is it? It's to the southwest. Because I remember you liked finding cool like rocks and stuff, and like that rose quartz cavern we found before. I found malachite, and of course, in vanilla stuff without the right mods, you can't do anything with it. But yeah, I found malachite ore in this limestone here. It's literally the only rock strata it generates in, and without something like bricklayers or another mod that makes use of it, you can basically only use it for turquoise dye, or not dye, for like writing on signs. But yeah, it's just a big ass chunk of malachite, and I'm not gonna turn it into copper because it's so pretty. I think once I have miner's flasks, I'm gonna mine a bunch of this, and I'm just gonna make a big stack of malachite chunks. But I'm saving this here for now. Yeah, no, I was yesterday because I didn't stream yesterday. I was so exhausted, slightly more than today. Um, so I went hunting for flint. I got like 3 stacks of flint to make fire clay for stream today. And I was chasing a wolf, and I got distracted by this chunk of green on the ground. I was like, "Oh man, lo and behold, malachite! It's great." I love finding the really rare rock types. I still have not found uh kimberlite. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. But it generates with titanium, chromite, and uranium. And it's just a gorgeous color. It's a little more green than andesite. And it just generates so rarely. Not to mention, I think it's the only rock strata in the base game that generates with uranium. Um, and I really hope at some point we get like uranium glass. That would be really cool. Because we can't do anything with it yet. Just like in the base game, you can't do anything with titanium. Save for tier 3 refractory bricks. I'm really hopeful though. I'm really looking forward to this game developing further so we get more stuff. It's coming at a bit of a trickle, I would say, over the years. I feel like it's gonna be the same kind of like lifespan as like Minecraft has been thus far. Because Inigo has, if they're planning to do 8 story chapters, we've got a while to go. But they've also been working so hard on the foundation of things and keeping things going. And bug free where they can manage it. And they get some really weird ass bugs in their patch notes too. But oh, it is so worth the wait. Okay, what the hell was I doing? I let myself get distracted. What was I doing? I was getting firewood. That's what I was doing. I sold a bunch of my firewood for gears, so now I don't have enough. Because I'm a fool. Damn it. I did get the potash, though. Potash is important. I basically never make use of it, and I think there's a cap on how fast crops can grow. So even if I load up my Terra Preta with potash, which I'm going to look at here in a bit, I do think there's still going to be a limit to how fast my flax can grow on it. Because even in the greenhouse, I'm not going to grow another crop of rice this season. It's too cold sensitive. Oh, that's a bear. Just chop down the tree. Bam, bear. I'm not playing with you right now. I do want fat. I do want bones. But I really need to not keep getting distracted. Also, at some point, I would love to don my armor and just go caving. Because, funny enough, outside of the time that like 1 3-day spell, Mo, where we just went out wandering for hours, and we just kept going, I don't think I really go caving on my own. Too scared. It's too spooky. I do like combing through ruins, but I don't go caving, and I want to get saltpeter without having to buy it for once. Okay. Charcoal's cooking. I get the distinct feeling this is not going to be enough to make steel. That's okay. What, did I use up all of my... I did. Okay, tell you what. Kind of just half finished a bunch of stuff today. We got the cementation furnace together, but I need charcoal for it. We have most, if not all, of the blocks we're going to need for the beehive kiln. But I do have to put it together. We got the boiler up and running. Well, not running, I just have it. We could cook a little bit. Just a little. Oh, and I was going to toss this potash on my Terra Preta, because it permanently raises potassium fertility by 15%. I don't know if it's worthwhile to even use on Terra Preta. And it's also not instant. Can I stack it? I can stack it. Gosh, I don't... 120% potassium. I don't even know if it'll actually go to 227%. But you know what? I'll just let it go. And we'll see. I gotta get some food, though. My delicious salad that contains about 1,400 calories in a bowl. Salad. Oh, speaking of, actually, it's 11 hours. I was getting excited there for a second. It's like, ooh, we can do our spelt balls or our rye balls. Nope. Not yet. Alright, let's put some of this crap away. I've got the audio bug again. Alright. Get that settled. Oh, is this rot ready yet? It is ready. Perfect. More barrels. Oh, no, these are finished. No, I put this one today and then completely neglected it. That'll be another block of terra preta there. I got this firewood, Batman. Also forgot my boiler wasn't done. Gosh, my brain is all over the place today. I can't handle this. Okay, 50 liters of wine. Set that over here. I gotta grab a bucket. I changed my world setting so you can actually move water around. There was a spot in my farm that wasn't set correctly. And I was like, yeah, screw it. I'll stay building by the lake, but I want to fix this one block. Ingots. Fortunately, we have to have a little more tinking today, but just enough to get the boiler done. Should be 6 plates? 5 plates, so we only need 3 more. Okay. So then solder. How's the boiler shaped? Ah! There we go. Alright, so we've got the boiler. We gotta get some firewood under it. Oh, I need tinder. I left my phone in the other room. Alright, so we've got the bucket of water. Toss in the wine. Grab the water. There we go. And we should see this start condensing once it gets up to temperature. So in that case, I'm actually gonna grab another ingot. I need to make some nails and strips. No, I'm gonna do 3 ingots because I need a plate. I don't have any candles. Damn it. Okay, just the one. I need nails and strips. Oh, I love automated smithing. It makes that process so much easier. So much easier. Grab sticks. Some boards. I'm actually gonna need more. Used up all my oak I had in reserve. So we're gonna do 2 ton racks. And then 2 tons. Oh, I need another stack of sticks. Very nice. Then I need a door. I need a lantern. I'm gonna steal one from somewhere around here. No, I like having that lantern there. Well, this one. I don't go over there very often. And then I'm just gonna make some space for some wine tons. Aquavitae tons. Whiskey tons. Whatever we need. I don't think you can cure... I don't think you can cure stuff in a ton. But now I want to check. I forget, are these 3x3 or 2x2? It says cure slower. I think you could. But can you cure just wine in them is the question. Because now that it's getting cooler, I will have berry harvests coming soon. In a month, and then another month. Okay, it's 2x2. I thought these were, like, way bigger. In that case, I'm gonna make some more cobblestone. Because I would like there to not be holes in this. So nothing spawns in here. Nice. Wait, did I... Okay, yeah, this is the back. So bring this back a smidge. There we go. Now the question is, do we want it like that or set it? No, I think flesh is fine. Because then we can have very massive storage there. Trying to think, plan ahead. I've got a bunch of eggs we're glassing now. Like, a lot of eggs. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stacks of eggs. Funny enough, you don't get much more time added to their spoilage by glassing them, but keeping them in the barrels for a month makes them last a month longer, which is kind of nice. I had an intrusive thought, and it was like, what if you cracked a bajillion eggs and then put it all in the tons? Never mind the rooster that I made an example of here. In this giant flock of chickens, one rooster decided it was going to attack me unprovoked. It did not last. Gosh, this is too many eggs. This is just entirely too many eggs. Would you move? What? Get. I am not letting you out. Get the hell out the way. Okay. Yeah, this is too many eggs. I don't have enough barrels for all this. But I could make my bone muffins. I've got almost like five stacks of bones now? I didn't grind up the strong bones because you can't use those for cooking. No, a little over 3 stacks. I had 5 with those. Um, but I can cook this all down to stock. I can turn some of it into gelatin. We need the egg portions to make the soft dough. And then with that muffin dough, you can use gelatin in this, I think. I kind of want to see this whole thing rotate forward. I want to make sure... Well, actually, I can just check. Plain gelatin. Yeah, can be put into muffin dough. So you can make just plain gelatin muffins, which will all be protein satiety. And the soft dough, I think you can use bone broth portion to make. You make the bone muffins, and then, funny enough, I think, actually, I don't think it'll show up in here. I need to check my expanded foods. Let's see here. Muffins. Let me bring this out of my other monitor. Now it says sweet gelatin, so I'm guessing you can't use like cabbage gelatin or something weird like that. Topped muffins. Peanut butter, peanut sauce, fruit syrup, tree syrup, or honey. Damn, I was hoping you could be like absolutely insane and it's like, I'm gonna make plain gelatin bone broth muffins with soy sauce. It's like the most heinous crime against humanity possible. Oh my gosh. That would be just horrendous. Absolutely despicable. Enough. Oh, I need to fill it with more wine. There we go. We're getting a very nice brandy. And of course, all of that brandy is going to go to Aqua Vitae. And that Aqua Vitae has a number of uses. I'd like to make potent oil. Do you think potent oil only improves the healing of bandages? Would it improve the healing of foods? Because the thing is, you can use salt in a food to give it healing. You can use broths in a soup to make it healing. I think using syrups in food makes it healing. There's a few others. And then there are also like a couple foods like saguaro fruit, cactus fruit provides healing. Does that apply to the potent oil healing, I wonder? These take lupine orange and catmint. These actually grow around here. I could use those. There's the Fighter's Flask, which is more melee. There's the Vitality Flask. Is that the blue one? That's Sprinters. Where is... Oh, it's the black one, right. You know what we didn't mess with before was the healing oil. It's 1.5 health every 3 seconds for 30 seconds. Does that stack with the potent oil? I wonder. This is also made with catmint and lily of the valley. I don't think lily of the valley grows here. I think that probably grows farther north in the cooler regions. I'm gonna have to do some research on that because I've never really looked. I've read a lot on like rock strata, but I've not looked. That was weird. I saw something weird here. I've not really looked into the details about how flower generation works. What regions those grow in. I have a rough guess of where they might go or might grow. The only one I know for certain is golden poppies because that was something I had to hunt down before. Well, I've got a bit more work to do, but I think we're in a good spot. I think at tonight I will finish building this, but I'm going to do it off stream because I need to get some dinner in me, and then I'm going to go to bed because I am a sleepy boy. I have no energy. The fact that I streamed it all today is a miracle, honestly. So, I am going to head off for the night. I hope you all take care of yourselves. I hope you have a lovely night, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.